an illusion, or is it real? You decide.
Welcome back to another episode of Is This Even Real? We're talking cryptids again. I think this will be part 5, right?
Poop.
Yep.
Nice.
Poop.
Cinco.
We are talking about the Yowie. And what were you looking up again?
The Way which
Yeah.
is similar to the Wendigo.
Okay.
And
okay.
apparently some of the videos I did had pictures of the Way instead of the Wendigo. So I apologize. But that's what Google gave me.
Well, wasn't there like a book called that, Way Too Gay? Or how did you pronounce it?
Yeah, Way That's what it said it's pronounced like.
That's funny. But anyways, I'm your host, Kevin. I got with me my boy, Darren.
Yo, what up?
I got with me my boy, John.
Yo.
And I got with me my girl, Kayla.
Hello.
And yeah, so do you want to start with yours or do you want me to start?
You could start.
I say we flip a coin.
Ooh, I don't
Do
have
it.
one.
Well, how
Do we
about
have a
rock,
coin?
paper,
Does
scissors?
anyone have money?
Yes, rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, John's going to make us pick a number.
2 out of 3.
Yeah, between 1 and 100.
So
Closest wins.
Closest wins? Okay.
Just go.
52.
77.
Kevin, go.
What
It was
is it?
37.
So I won, which means then I
You
can...
go.
Oh.
Yeah, you win, so you go.
Oh, dang. I thought it was like I get to pick.
No, winner
Right,
goes
you don't
first.
even,
Okay.
you don't get to choose.
I should have said 100. Just
All right.
stay far away.
That's what I was going to say.
All right, give us some Winnebagos.
No, we're not. I'm not doing that. That's
Big City
That's
Bagels.
That's me again.
Oh.
yeah. I've got the
That's me
Yowie,
again.
Oh, sorry. Tomato.
The Meowie?
which is like which
Oh.
is like the Bigfoot of Australia, man.
Australia.
Oh, and the reason we're talking about these topics is because of comments. So I will
Yes.
include
And
them
then-
here.
I would like to say is Michelle. When you said pulp liquor, I just knew that was something that I had to look up, see what cryptid that was. So thank you for that. You made my day ever since I read that.
Yeah.
So I thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for
Yes.
any comments.
Yeah.
For real.
And we're trying to figure it out. So, this
you
was
got yours?
Chris Holton, who told us to look up this one, and then another one from New Zealand, which I didn't get to look into today, so we will make that into another one. So thank you, Chris, for the suggestion, because I actually really did like this one. So a Yowie is also a bipedal ape-like creature. It has dark or reddish brown hair. It is 7 foot to 12 foot tall. However, some reports have it at 4 to 5 and more aggressive.
So shorter, but more angry.
Yeah.
Probably due to assuming this was real.
Short man syndrome.
Well, no, I was gonna say
That's
I was gonna say like more of a scientific thing. Yes, F science. But it would have to be probably if it was more violent and aggressive than Bigfoot. But it'd probably be because of the environment over there, because it's so much more harsher in Australia. So you would have
Apparently
to be
there's
more.
jungles.
There's what?
There's a jungle in Australia. I didn't know.
There could be. I mean,
I always thought it as desert.
yeah, I think most of it is, but I think there still does have green parts because you got to think Madagascar.
That's a
part of Australia,
South
isn't it?
Africa, bro.
Yeah, that's an island out of its own.
Oh, I
That's
thought
what
didn't.
the
Oh, I
hell?
thought Australia had something to do with that too.
No.
Not like position,
No.
but just
New Zealand. Oh my
New
God.
Zealand.
Wow, New Zealand.
Damn.
Oh my
I
God.
quit.
I quit today.
Well, we need to go back to a geography lesson.
Well, no, 'cause
World
I
map
thought-
right here.
I thought Australia there was something with Australia and Madagascar. I thought.
No.
No, nothing.
No, that's,
never mind.
that's South
I thought there was
Africa.
like poaching or some stuff,
Geographically,
something
I
like
don't
that
know.
happened or something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know.
No, New
know.
Zealand. That is right there next to.
Is it?
Well, yeah, it's not like right next to it, but
Like close?
it's the closest to
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I thought it was something to do with
It's very
poaching, but I
close.
don't know. I could remember
Which,
wrong.
Apparently,
It's like they're it's our Cuba. They're Cuba.
yeah. Apparently, though, it's on its own continent or another island chain over that way
What
is
is-
like the 8th continent that they're classifying.
What is?
I think New Zealand
Oh.
or another like South Asia islands that it's continuing to come up, and they're like technically like the tip of their mountain as it is continuing to rise.
The tip.
Just
They're gonna have to keep going down.
Yep, down, south.
Again, I just saw it on TikTok. That does not mean it's
What's
real.
it what are the tips rising over?
Yeah.
Well, they're rising up from the
What,
ocean.
two large
The
mountains?
ocean?
Like
so
going,
the water's evaporating?
Yeah.
So then it's-
Exposing the tips?
yeah,
Yes.
exposing the tips
Oh.
and going through two large mountains in the center of them.
wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's Zealand Indie. I don't know how to say that. Is widely recognized by as Earth's submerged eighth continent. Spans 1.9 million square miles, roughly the size of India. It is massive, mostly underwater landmass in the West Pacific.
Cool.
Interesting.
I mean, still no cure for cancer, but I guess that is information that's important, I guess.
Wowie.
Wowie.
Wowie yowie.
Sorry, I know we were just like got hella sidetracked there for a second. But anyways, so the face has a wide, flat nose, and then it has large feet, and also has strong odor. So it has kind of some similarities, to.
So is
Bigfoot.
is it considered like a subspecies of Bigfoot or
I think it's its own thing.
its own thing? Because it has a
It's-
lot of the same traits that Bigfoot has, it seems.
Well, what is it?
Same
There is a fossil of a humanoid ape creature. Like I don't know the name, but you can get it as a riding animal in Ark Survival. I will find it out, and Kayla will insert it right here. But it's a legit bipedal ape-like creature that used to be prehistoric. So it'd be more like a subspecies of whatever that is.
Interesting.
I
And
cannot
was
think-
that furry as well?
Yes. Yeah. It was like basically a 20-foot gorilla.
Very furry.
All right.
Yeah.
Very hairy.
So for the Yowie, though, they have drawings and paintings from like native culture and stuff there. That the rocks and stones and stuff could be up to 40,000 years old.
That's cool. I like that.
Wow.
Right. So like it's something that we have at least people have witnessed, in the past.
Because the other thing too, which I know you're getting more into that though, but we were talking about like the giant sloths before.
Yeah.
But remember, stuff that was that huge was around at the same time that what are we called? Atomically correct humans were alive. I think that's what it's called, something like that. But modern day humans, how we are now, these giant sloths were around when they were around. So theoretically, something like that could have been around, and then that's why it's painted on there. So it theoretically could have existed.
Yeah. I mean, shit, anything's possible if you believe it hard enough.
Right.
Manifest.
Yeah. So early like European and colonial times, so late 1800s, early 1900s, there had been a lot of reports of a wild man, Harry. So in right.
Wait, his name is Harry?
No, the Yowies. They're like they were reporting them as a wild man that was hairy.
Oh, got it. Okay. I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So in 1842 in New Cindy, there was a towering ape-like figure, dark hair, reported in newspapers. They dismissed it as possible wildlife and stuff like that, especially back in the day. They didn't know, and also, if you want to bring people there, you don't want to have a scary monster,
True.
Well,
They-
some people like that and look for that. So.
Well, and too, I'm
True.
backtracking to a previous episode, but they did a little something like that for the graboids for Tremors.
Oh yeah.
They had like a little theme park thing where people, were coming to it.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, it was a half-assed little janky one, but or sorry, maybe clip that out. I don't know if that's a J word or not. I can't say janky.
you
Why?
could say janky.
Say jinkies.
Okay, junky.
Jinkies.
A junky. No, that's bad too.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's bad.
A trailer park theme ride. Moving on.
Right.
All right. I like that. All right. So in the 1870s, you had more increased reports of them in the New South Wales and also in Queensland. So both of those areas. Also, I will probably be saying NSW and QLD moving forward for New South Wales and Queensland, because that's what
Whatever you saw.
acronyms of.
Yeah, I get you.
Yep. God save the Queen.
Yeah. So then in 1876, man, I hate my handwriting. Bateman's Bay, naturalist Harry James McQueenie saw a 5 to 6 foot human-like, long, thick hair, not gorilla or orangutan, unknown species, and then he sent letters to the Australian town and the county journal for like evidence and stuff, because he was an expert in like what you want to call it, animals and stuff. So he knew like all the native species.
Zoology.
Yeah.
Zoologist.
Would that
Zootopia.
be that would be the study of
Animals.
Okay.
Yeah. There's cryptologists too.
That's cool. That's cool.
Zoologists.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Cryptozoologist.
Yeah, because some of the people in the more early or newer sightings, they are called cryptozoologists.
Okay. Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Like,
I would like to dive into like what it takes to be one of them.
Yeah. How do you earn that title?
Yeah,
just have
like what do
to-
you have to do?
Just study cryptids and
Just learn everything you can about legends and.
Which ones can be caught and put in a zoo?
Yes, or used for military
That's
service.
the only ones you can study. Which aren't
Well,
many.
then it wouldn't be a cryptid, right?
We say which aren't many.
Yeah.
right.
So you
or
literally have to study like one thing.
right.
What if they were finding these creatures, but once you find them and they exist, they're not a cryptid no more? So what if they were finding these things and just killing them just so they could keep their job? Could you imagine like that was just found out one day?
Wow.
Every time one pops up, they just like bam.
Yeah, because
Don't.
job security, you're studying something you're never gonna find.
Right.
That's funny. And then in
The whole thing is a weekend long course, and you get a certificate at the end.
Right. Yeah.
dude, I honestly like really what are you able to study besides like what we're doing? Are we going to become
Yeah. Do
cryptid-
we get that title
I mean, if you can apply to a college and say, "Hey, I want to teach this," and they make it an official course,
right?
I mean, that's on the college.
Yeah, you become
Yeah.
a full professor, making all that money, have tenure and all that, and you're just studying cryptids.
Yeah, I want to teach knobs on microwaves on how they work.
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah.
digital in a button.
Right.
So you're like,
Right.
I ain't gotta do shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Hell yeah.
Work
for
smarter.
this one though, I would love to go to Australia.
I've always wanted to go to Australia.
And then go check this out, especially since some of like the more recent sightings and stuff like that are like as early as or as late as 2019, where they had thermal cameras on things they didn't know. It's pretty cool. Like this one is, I feel like harder to say it's fake than like what Bigfoot is, because of the evidence that they have, which we will.
Yeah, there's
eventually
not that
do.
much on Bigfoot. I feel like
Yeah.
there were some footprints allegedly, and then the casts and whatnot.
And then the
but-
confusion between elk and Bigfoot.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that booty.
Yes.
Um,
Elk
Elk
butt
booty.
lift. Brazilian
Buns of
elk
steel.
lift.
right, buns of steel.
Yeah.
So the next reporting, 1882, Blue Mountain, wild man, fled into bushes, was reported of harassing logging camps. So like
Harassing in what way? Just like
destroying things,
Okay.
pushing things down, being destructive at night and stuff.
at
Showing
night.
up, doing their work for them in the middle of the night.
Hell yeah, kicking over trash cans.
Uh-huh. Cutting up loggings.
That'd be funny. Like, who did my job?
Yeah.
Like for like something like this, like this one, my thoughts was like, what if one of the employees got fired or something, and then at night they just like destroyed everything,
Right.
and then ran into the bushes, you know?
Oh, right, yeah. Insurance fraud.
Honestly.
Right. However, I mean, with all the evidence that they have and stuff like that, I mean, shit, it could be real.
Yeah. Anything's possible,
Could
man.
be.
For sure.
Could be.
And a lot of the stuff I did, pretty snippets. 1912, there was a prospector, Charles Harper. He saw a 7-foot gorilla-like beast. He is also one of I believe he was a bushman or whatever, so he knew the area really well.
Bushman of the Kalahari.
I think that's what they're called, Bushmen. Bushman. I think
Yeah.
that's
They
right.
just know the land? Like, what is...
Well, they're kind of like rangers and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Like for us,
Bushwhacker.
maybe. I mean, if you whack a bush, you're a bushwhacker, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No,
I'm
I
probably
mean-
wrong, and I'm gonna be tore up in the comments.
We'll
so that's
find
fine.
out.
Well, I'll put it
Right.
like this. If I had wheels, I'd be a wagon, right?
Yeah, true that. 1936 in North Queensland, in the jungles, soldiers training saw a large bipedal figure watching from the tree line. They shot warning fires at it.
Warning fires?
Or flares.
Like they fired at it.
Yeah.
but not, like, aim for it?
They didn't aim for
Right,
it,
right,
but shot in the direction.
Right, kind of
Scare
like
it.
those videos you see where like a big grizzly bear is starting to walk too close to somebody, so they shoot in front of it, and then the noise scares it
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
And then experts that observed it, that was there with the soldiers, ruled it out as known animals. So like they didn't know what it was that was in the tree lines and stuff, which is crazy on how many people that are like experts don't know what it is, and we haven't had any things, but we have plenty. I mean, I could put way more sightings down. I mean, even dash cam footage, stuff like that, like more recent. It's crazy.
Like thermal imaging, right? You said.
There was, yeah, which I will have to find the video of just the thermal imaging, and I'll snip it so we can put that in to
for
add
sure.
for it. So
Yeah,
that
it sounds
they could
cool.
see it. And then in 1971, school children and adults were chased by a bipedal out of the
The brush?
Bush?
I'm trying to think. I forgot to write that part down. I just realized I didn't finish that thought.
Okay.
They were like in the woods and stuff like that, so they were chased out from it, and they reported also strong odors and stuff like that.
A demon.
Like somebody just like shit themselves because they were so afraid, and they didn't want to
Right.
admit that they shit their pants, and they're all like, "Yeah, there's odors."
Right, dude.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
like if you ever had your dog rolling its own shit.
Oh God,
That
so
is-
gross.
So it's the worst. Have you ever had a dog roll in its own shit?
Yeah.
Isn't that shit shitty?
So worse.
It's the shittiest shit.
Oh, well, I didn't know if you had dogs. Anyways, so for the physical and media evidence, Steve Piper, his footage of a Yowie walk-in is one of the most studied for their research, and he is quoted that he has nothing to gain from it being faked or anything like that. But that footage, again, we'll get that put in, is actually like from me to probably where our deck is away of it just walking past them and stuff
Wow.
like that.
That's pretty close.
But obviously it's in the woods, and obviously it could be a guy in a gorilla suit. We don't know. But
They just be running around out there.
a lot of experts don't believe that it is, someone in a gorilla suit and stuff like that. They think that is the real footage.
I mean, yeah, because experts have been known to be right all the time, right?
Exactly.
True. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, cryptozoology. I want to become one of those. Hopefully one day we all get that title.
I wish it was called a cryptologist, though. I think that would sound better.
Like
I
a
think there is a
crypt?
cryptologist.
Yeah.
Isn't that the people that just study graves and shit?
Or like
Oh,
dead bodies and stuff. Yeah, crypts.
You know what? We need to change it. us cryptozoologizers, whatever you want to call yourselves. Okay, we need to go to war with these cryptologist people and say, no, we're taking
take
it
it,
back.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, we're taking it back.
Like the old graves and stuff like that, right?
Screw 'em,
Yeah.
screw 'em.
Crypts.
We're going to war right now.
That Springbrooks National Park thermal
Film?
no footage.
Oh. Jeez.
Dang. Okay. Sorry, guys. I am tongue-tied and
Twisted.
yeah. Dane Harrison and his team captured 2 large bipedal figures at night with thermal imaging. The heat signatures of the bipedals walking and stuff is inconsistent with any known animals in the area, which then brings in Rex Gilroy. He called that highly compelling. He unfortunately passed away, R.I.P. in 23. He is considered a grandfather of Yowie research. He's been doing it since like the 50s or 60s.
I'm dumb. Cryptologists don't study crypts.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot this. I knew this already. I don't know why I looked this up. They're people who study secrets of math and science writing. So they study like algorithms and stuff like that. So cryptologists.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes more
Yep,
sense.
complex algorithms, ciphers, and protocols to convert plain text into unreadable ciphers.
So then what would what are the people called that study cryptid, like crypts, like
Crypts.
old, like the old stuff? I'm curious on that.
It's like nobody studies graves or crypts or something like that.
Right? No one should.
The
No.
catacombs and stuff like that.
But that's kind of like different, though. I think, don't it? Like classified differently, but there's still grave sites. But I thought it was
Yeah.
just like a different.
I don't know. What's your sugars
Something.
level? Everyone take a guess.
251.
Is it high or low?
251.
I'm going 238.
251. Huh?
No hints? 281.
151.
Bullshit.
Because I gave insulin.
Oh.
No, remember I said I gave a bunch of insulin before that stuff
You
today.
did.
Dang, you did give a bunch of insulin.
Yeah, and even on the way here, I gave myself like something just to,
Something just to boost you.
or actually keep it at like just more stable. Because then if I have the insulin acting, I can like eat. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a better way to balance it.
Okay.
Because kind of like you don't want to like eat, then wait, then give insulin because your blood sugar is going to skyrocket. So, it's kind of like manipulating it to an extent because I already knew what I was going to eat, but I just insulin, then waited, and
Then 8.
You gotta trick your body.
Got you. Okay. Well, that's cool. Fun diabetic facts with
Diabetic.
Darren.
Right?
yes.
What are they called?
Mortuary archaeologists.
Oh, we were way off, bro. Because I thought you were right. I was
Mortuologist.
like, yeah, that makes sense.
What do they call them? Emulturizers?
Right. Okay. So I got some more, couple more evidence things. So there was a footprint in 1979 in Calcony. It had a 16-inch deep heel impression, indicating a heavyweight natural mechanics looking foot. Like how if you stepped in dirt or whatever, your heel to toes, it matched like the way that we would walk. At 16 inches, though. Not many people have that big feet, but there are some people
What
that have
shoe size is that?
a size 16.
Oh, that's what you mean?
Well,
You said 16-inch.
inches.
Is that how they-
That's how big their foot is. Sorry. This is for foot imprints.
Okay.
What don't you understand?
I don't know.
So
Apparently,
what
I
size
don't
shoe?
know.
So
Wouldn't
the
that
foot
be
is
it?
16 inches, so you need a little bit bigger shoe,
So
probably
probably
17.
17,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the wide.
Size
wide
Because
shoes.
you would have the out.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
a little bit wider.
Yeah.
Cryptozoology is the study of hidden animals whose existence has not been proven.
So,
Yeah.
cryptids.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so we need to just go on adventures and go look at these areas and try to capture our own stuff.
Hold on.
Such a good job to
You
have.
want the three? You want the top 5?
Yeah.
Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, the Yeti, Chupacabra. Anybody want to guess the last one?
Yowie.
He always comes around.
Santa Claus.
He's making
Oh.
a curtain call
Mothman.
right now. Mothman. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, the old corporatized demon himself.
Yes.
Speaking, me and John have been asked why we haven't done an episode on Mothman.
Did it?
And just so you guys know, you go through all of our episodes back, you will learn why we don't do Mothman.
We've done plenty of shout outs to a Mothman. Though.
Oh, yeah. He's in a lot of our episodes. So check him out. You'll love it.
Yeah. For a cryptid that hasn't been known to do a lot.
He's talked about a lot
Yeah, he
around
does.
here.
He's a corporate puppet.
Right. And
Right.
then
Right, Darren.
let's leave it.
Yeah.
And then the next.
Jeff Goldblum and The Fly.
Oh, true that.
Do your Jeff Goldblum. Hit him.
That's a lot of shit.
Dude, that's not bad.
I don't think.
I think you need to get a little
I
bit.
gotta watch more Jeff Goldblum movies. So I just haven't had time lately, you know.
The anticipation wasn't. I wasn't ready for it at that time, so I
me
wasn't
either.
really ready. So
Same.
I'd give it a 6.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
not too bad.
Room for improvement.
Yes.
And then the next footprint was in the 90s in Springbrook. The footprint is up to 17 inches. It has the ridges of what our imprints would have, toes, splay, primate patterns. It was analyzed by Dr. Jeff Meldrum as a living foot, non-artificial pressed ridges and toe flexation. So it showed like a legit barefoot walking.
Now, between the feet, did it show any said drag marks?
No,
Oh, okay.
not it didn't say anything about drag marks. There could be.
Okay. All right.
So with this thing walking barefoot, then how was the Yahweh's boots made for walking?
It just didn't. It wasn't made for walking, you know.
Because of the song. No, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
So, and then I do have a little bit more, but most of it is just kind of like there's really no evidence. It is kind of hard to disprove with the amount of sightings and documentations and everything like that. Not saying that it can't be. The footprints and stuff like that. The difference between the Yowies and Bigfoot was how the Bigfoot looks not as natural. Their casting and stuff like that, where the Yowies has more of a natural foot motion and stuff like that. But yeah, what you guys think about it?
I think it would be cool to make a AI thing where something happens with a Yahweh and Bigfoot, and then their tribes go to war. We can make a movie out of that.
Probably.
Like, I think we should
But then,
table that to a later date.
I mean, but the thing is, with Bigfoot, he could be a interdimensional creature.
The Mauis would be fighting nothing.
Right.
Because there's no proof that Bigfoot exists. So
you
they'd just
know-
be
you
fighting
know-
air.
You want to know what it is? You want to know what it is? How Bigfoot, it's just my conspiracy that I'm thinking of now, off the top of my head, is I think that, and if somebody else said this conspiracy, sorry, I haven't seen it, so my bad. But, so aliens get here, right? But maybe it has something to do with how they travel through space, leaves like residual things from their energy source that they use.
Yep.
So maybe it's like a what do you want to call it? A like temporary effect, like a temporal effect or something. So maybe it's leaving like little gateways, so to speak, when the aliens travel here, do what they do, and then that's how Bigfoot's getting through and then returning.
So time travel residue.
But, well, potentially it could be a time travel thing too, because let's just say Bigfoot could be like what humans would be in a million years.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that. So what if there was like a temporal time thing with that dilation thing?
So let me ask you,
World
since we've
domination.
never found any of its like feces and stuff, do you think every time it takes a shiz, it goes back to its planet?
Hell yeah.
Picks it
Well,
up.
think about it.
Who wants
Think
to poop
about it.
outside their home?
It said it picks
Well,
it up in that
California.
little baggie.
Look at California, the poop map. I mean, and if it's human poop from a human, you wouldn't know. Because why would our poops evolve into something different? It would still be human poop. So that's why you haven't found any of Bigfoot's poop, is because he's a human from the future, X amount of times later, that's just taking a regular human shit.
I mean, if he looks different, I'm assuming the shit's different. It's gonna be
I don't know.
larger.
What if it's something he does like on his lunch break, so he doesn't feel the need to shit? Like in time travel, he's only gone for 15 minutes, but he f***ed around here for 20 years or
Yeah.
something.
I don't know, I'm just saying, if a cataclysm happened and reset
Yeah.
human population,
So he's like they just do this for fun on their lunch break or something in the future.
Yeah,
that would be funny though,
Travel
wouldn't
back
it?
in time to f with shit.
That would be funny though. Just a guy going on a dare. He's on a dare. He's like, yeah, look what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I need you to go throw rocks at these people at this canyon right now.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that was an amazing picture you found or whatever.
Right?
Like 4 of them just chucking
Thank
huge
you.
boulders.
Yeah. Someone made, I don't know who did it, but it's
Internet.
A+.
Yeah, it's lovely. The amount of work you put in, I love it. I love all the
Thank
videos.
Yes, we all love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But
You do
that's pretty
great
much
work.
all I got.
Yeah, you do great work.
All right, you guys ready to call it an episode for this one?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so we will catch you guys next time. You have a great one.
There it is.
Bye.
Bye.